So God blessed the seventh day, and he hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work he had done in creation. So he's setting an example for mankind. Now remember, Genesis was written in the 6th or 7th century BC. It wasn't written, during Moses' time, nor was it written by Moses. But he said, it goes on, the Lord made the heavens and the earth and had not yet caused rain to fall on the earth, where there's still no one to till the ground. And so God came and he formed a man, and he grabbed some dust, blew his breath in it, and he came to life, and he said, "You're Adam." And then he took a rib from him, and from him he made Eve, and there we go. Now you got Adam and Eve, but a full 6 chapters after Elohim created men and women to go and make the earth fruitful. This might sound like a contradiction to you, but it's really not a contradiction. It's just that people rush ahead and say Adam and Eve were the first man and woman on earth. No, they were the first man and woman to be tested on earth. For they were put in a Garden of Eden, and it still wasn't enough. They had to order room service, and God said, "Don't do that." But he did it on the 7th day. So what's the story there? Shalom Shabbat. So later on, they have Cain and Abel, their sons, and after there's an incident, they have Seth, their third son. But Cain kills Abel because Cain has to work the ground and Abel gets to work with the livestock, and so the Lord says he's gonna banish him, and Cain says, "People will kill me." What people? If Adam and Eve were the first people on earth, you were third, Cain. And he says, "I'll put a mark on you, so others will not come down on you. They will know it's my mark. And I'm banishing you to the land of Nod." Land of Nod? How's there a land of Nod if Adam and Eve are the first two? But it doesn't contradict itself. It's just that people don't read, they just don't read closely enough, or they don't read the Bible. They listen to somebody else say it and then say, "Well, I've read the Bible." And you got to think for yourself here. And so there's one other thing that happens here, and it's that there are 2 different creation stories, because when you get to Genesis, the second chapter of Genesis, chapters 4 through 26, it's kind of run out in a summary order that there's what the creation really was. And if you look at it, in the first Genesis, the earth is inundated with water, and in the second Genesis, it's a dry land. And a mist provides water. And then the other changes are, Genesis has water first, then land, followed by plants, animals, and humans. The contrast in Genesis 2 is that it begins with land, then comes water, followed by human existence, and then plants, animals, and finally a woman. It's not that really important. But it tells you this was written by a human. It wasn't. These aren't divine things. God doesn't have to come back and explain himself a second time, does he? So when you get somebody who's a literalist with the Bible, sit down and gently just read these to them, and look, you can't try to change a person's mind about things. You just need to offer them a glass of water and a little wisdom. And the best way to make your point is to ask questions. Ask people what they believe and why they believe. And then you can say, "Well, I believe the reason I believe is because of this, this, and this." If you're right, and don't do it the right way, it'll only make them madder and they'll dig their heels in. So tread lightly, but know that a reasonable person would not say every word in the Bible is divine by God. It is a book created by humans to bring greater glory and preserve the history of the Hebrews, and to preserve their culture, their rituals, their theology. the Old Testament. But it's written by people. And, if you look at Genesis and maybe it's a children's story, then maybe it doesn't bother you so much.